Hey, how's it going, guys? Erickson here. So, in this video, we are going to talk about one of the new tools that I've found, and this tool can help you convert likes, comments, and conversations into leads. So, let's get right into it. This is Trigify, and what this does is it tracks social signals or people who are engaging to your personal content or your competitor content. So, what you can do is to monitor the leads and reach out to these leads using cold email or any other outbound channels. As we all know, not all people who are engaging to your LinkedIn post or to your competitors' LinkedIn post are deemed to be qualified. And this is where Clay comes in, because what you can do is to push all contacts from Trigify into Clay, and you can do the qualification inside Clay. So later, I'm going to share with you one of the workflows that I built, and you can use it as your reference or when you create your own Trigify and Clay workflow. The first thing that I want to show you are the features of Trigify. So these are their pricing plans, and if you're gonna look into the features here, you're gonna see here that you can monitor profile URL. So this can be your personal LinkedIn URL or your competitor's LinkedIn URL, or maybe an influencer URL like Alex Hormozy or Adam Robinson. So you can monitor the people that are engaging with their LinkedIn posts. You can also monitor job posting. I'm also going to create a separate video on this. And then you can also use the social listening feature. So I'm also going to create a separate video on this, but in the workflow that I'm going to share with you, we are going to focus on the AI signals. So let's head over to the Trigify platform. This is the social signal section. So the first one is a competitor LinkedIn profile, and then the second one is an influencer LinkedIn profile, and then the third one is my LinkedIn profile. So basically, these contacts that you can see here are the people who have engaged in my recent posts. So these are all the info that Trigify will give you. It's gonna give you the LinkedIn profile URL. You can also see here which post did they engage, and then you can also see the job title of these contacts, which is pretty amazing because you can see here, or by looking at your contacts, you can tell if some of these contacts are qualified. So one of the common challenges that I see with people who are using tools like Trigify or any other tools is that they don't know what to do with the leads. Since we already have these details, our goal is to reach out to these people. But like I said earlier, not all of these contacts are deemed to be qualified. So what we have to do first is we have to make sure that they are being filtered inside Clay. The best part about using Trigify is that you can use their integration, their native integration with Clay. So all you have to do is just to set up a webhook URL, and all of the contacts that you have in Trigify can be pushed over to Clay. So this is the list that I pushed over to Clay. So this came from Trigify, and these are all the contacts who have engaged in my LinkedIn posts. So this is the webhook activity. So you can see here that these contacts were received last November 2. And then these are all other information that came from Trigify. This is basically the LinkedIn post, the full name of the prospect or the contact, and then their company names. So the first enrichment that I've done here is that I've enriched the company using Apollo. And the reason why I've done this is because I want to check the number of employees or the company size, because I'm using that as a qualifier. So that's the first step. And then number two is that I'm checking if a lead matches my ICP. So for this process, I've used Claygen. If the title aligns with my ICP, it's gonna return with true, and if not, it's gonna return with false. Also, I've added an enrichment which will look up if these contacts are part of my do not contact list. So this is very important because you don't want to target your existing customers or anyone that is part of your do not contact list. So basically for this one, I've used the lookup single row. So it's looking up all of the contacts or all of the names in my DNC list. So this way, they're gonna be excluded from receiving an outreach message or email from me. So that's one of the enrichments. And then also, I've set a formula here, which is going to indicate if a lead is qualified or not qualified, because I'm going to use this formula when I do my other enrichments. These are all other enrichments that I've added. So basically, I'm checking here if these contacts are competitor or they are not competitor, because we are going to send a separate message for each type of audience. And then the next enrichments that I've added here is the feed score by title. So basically, I'm just scoring the lead by, or each contact here by their title, and then feed score by competitor, and then feed score by company. So this is the total score. So I've added the sum here, and anyone that is above 70% is gonna be sent to our Slack channel. So that way I can send them personalized messages. I can even call them. So basically, that Slack notification will send a trigger to me and my team to do a high-level outreach for these prospects. So that's the power of lead scoring. And then for contact enrichment, or for finding the email addresses of these contacts, I've used Find Email. So Find Email has a very good data because they provide valid email addresses. You don't have to use other verification tools like Million Verifier, because they provide valid email addresses and they have a very good data coverage. So as for the final enrichment, we have added Twin because we are going to use this tool to write personalized message for us. So this is a sample message. This goes to non-competitors. So we're saying something like, hey, I saw you engage with my LinkedIn post on using Legion and Find Email to grow your contacts, and then followed by the offer and then the call to action. So that's the sample message that we're going to send to a non-competitor. And then for a competitor, I'm going to show you an example here. So we're just mentioning the LinkedIn post. We're using that as a call out, and then followed by our offer. So this is our offer, and then this is the call to action. So all of the emails are written by Twain, and for the final step here, we are pushing the contacts to Instantly. So we have two separate campaigns. We are pushing non-competitors to another campaign, and then competitors to another campaign. So this way, we can have a very hyper-specific message for each type of audience. So this is how the campaign looks like on a campaign level. I'm gonna show you how it looks like. We can see here that we're using the LinkedIn post as our call out, and then we are mentioning a very specific offer, and we also have a very straightforward call to action. So that's basically my Clay and Trigify workflow. I hope you got value in this video, and if you have any questions about using Trigify or using Clay to filter all the leads from Trigify, just comment down below and I'll make sure to answer it whenever I can. Also, I forgot to mention that I'm also going to create more videos related to Trigify. I might be creating a separate video walking you through about the Trigify features. And I'm also going to create a separate video focusing on other features like social listening. So that's it for now. If you got value from this video, just give this a like and just share this with anyone you think who might benefit from this video. Cheers.